Hi guys, a very good morning. Mamuka say. So we are taking a look on what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe, Africa, and beyond. So Freeman Chari here says Nick Mangwana shot ED in the rectum. Now I hear Zambian TV has now been granted classified access to all archives of ZANU operations in Zambia, including Mnangagwa's dealing between 1974 to 77. Chitepo assassination, the DRC war receipts also. This is what Freeman Chari is saying. And honestly, if this is true, Zambia is actually giving old men trouble, and all because ZBC thought to fight and release a documentary. So what is happening is that ZBC, working with ZANU-PF charlatans, they made a documentary which they wanted to taint the SADC head of Observer Mission, Nevas Mumba. And according to Freeman Chari here, Zambia is equally responding to that. And by doing so, they've declassified some files. And this will mean trouble for the people of Zimbabwe, especially the top echelons of ZANU-PF. So we need to take a look onto this issue. Let's say these files are released and the Zambian TV is granted access or authority to air these documentaries. What do you think is going to come out? Because these are ZANU operations, number one. Number two, the dealings between 1974 to 77. Number three, the assassination of Herbert Chitepo. Who is going to be fingered in this operation? Who is going to be said was part of this operation, of the Chitepo assassination? That is going to be very interesting, because there was no need for Zambia to release the Chitepo assassination if the current leaders are not implicated. So what it means is it's most possibly that one of the comrades within is implicated, and that is the reason why Zambia might use those documentaries or those files to silence the boys. So it's becoming more interesting, Team Zimbabwe, because honestly speaking, those operations, a lot of people have been waiting for such operations to actually come. And the only issue not answered here, I think it is the death of Tongogara. So that one, I think it will need Mozambique, because Tongogara died in Mozambique. So the DRR war receipts also, if they are to be released, it is going to be a matter of interest to the whole world, because remember the allegations about what happened in DRC, the looting which happened in DRC, which benefited the political elites, not the general public. So that will be also an interesting part, because other sources say Zimbabwe used so much money in DRC and it was repaid, but that payment went straight into the pockets of few individuals, because we are told that it was paid using some mines. Okay, Anzi, okay, let us check. There are comments here. There are no comments as of yet. He will be in a car accident soon. Who is that? Skanzi Chigamba for Chigamba. And they told okay, Skanzi, meanwhile, Nick Mangwana ZBC. Okay. I hope they have classified documents for Gukura Wunde as well. ZANU-PF must go. Okay. So it is going to be a very, very interesting moment. So we are going to see if the details which are going to be released, if they go hand in hand with with this book which was written by Louis White, and we are going to watch and make contrasts so that we get the clear picture of what happened. And we also want to know if they really studied in Zambia. Dissertation rake. Okay. That's all this to make us forget our money, free our money, Chari Amand. Okay. Zvanzi ngavatipewo yeku-prize giving day from his school in the 1940s. Zvanzi let it unfold. We are waiting with our president patiently. Okay. Right, avakamirira nemukuru wava. I think itimu repanhinga repabhikita. That's what they need. Some of us live in Zimbabwe or Zambia. Sometimes I think it's all the dust here. No, we have lives to live. Do you see HH or ED fighting? No. People are making made-up fights in their own heads, and it's helping no one. Okay, when you are behind, that is what you always say. This is in the public domain. There is a diplomatic war between Zambia and Zimbabwe. We have seen the Zambian president respond to issues which have been escalated by some comrades, and we have seen Nevers Mumba being attacked left, right, and center. We have seen all these things happening in a very short period of time, and it's in the public domain. But somebody decides to ignore. Large intestines nepinges. Okay, this is T-chips. And so you mean this information will be used to push for fresh elections? No. You know, some of the information will be used where it is supposed to be used. And I believe that it's important that it comes out and the truth be told. You know, ndopaya panonzi munhu ibva uchadika kana kuti usingachadikiwo zvishoma. Ukazomirira kuti udhonzwe pane zvimwe zvinhu zvichabuda zvekuti iwewe wega unenge usingatombodi kuti zvinhu izvozvo zvibude, but zvinogona kupedzisira zvabuda just because of how you are doing things. We have seen ZANU-PF charlatans pointing fingers on the ZANU-PF, on the Zambian leadership, especially President HH. We have seen Rutendo attacking President HH directly and implicating him in some issues at the moment, complicating the relations between Zambia and Zimbabwe. And if Zambia retaliates, they are crying foul. So it is going to be a moment of madness, but at the same time, interesting moments. So Freeman Chari here, he says that interesting moments ahead, and Zambia TV has been granted classified access to all archives of ZANU-PF operations in Zambia, including Mnangagwa's dealings between 1974 to 77, and also which includes the assassination of Herbert Chitepo and also the DRC war receipts. So we are going to watch and see how this is going to unfold, because ZBC was authorized to air a documentary which directly attacked another country, as well as SADC. So this is a response. We are going to see how the Zambians are going to respond, and how ZANU-PF is going to withstand this response. So it is what it is in Zimbabwe. Our duty is to bring what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe and beyond our borders. My name is Ronald Wekwamakusha. Anzi ndiye akauraya vanhu akawanda kuZANU-PF kwacho. He has no respect to anyone. Okay, thank you very much everybody for these contributions. Thank you very much everybody for coming in and for tuning in. Let us meet in other episodes and other broadcasts. Please continue to subscribe, like, comment, and share.